This is 1.1 Introduction to Statistics, and this is the first of many videos that you'll need to watch to get the password to get into the homework assignment. This isn't going to be fully inclusive. There's more videos actually in the assignments, but I just want to make sure that you are going through this stuff is all from the textbook and studying everything. And so this is just something to help you prepare for the sections that you'll be covering. The first homework assignment is going to be on 1.1 and 1.3, and this is your instructor, Mrs. Long. So this is just going to be on 1.1. There's actually videos in there on 1.2 and 1.3, and it's just very important that you watch the full-length videos that come with the textbook. Ask me any questions if you have any by sending the email, and I'm available in my office hours and in the math lab on the Tarboro campus if you have questions. And again, remember that your final exam will be on campus, it will be paper pensive, and it will be cumulative. It's not going to be really, really crazy hard. It's just going to be a sample of each chapter to make sure that it was actually you doing all the work. So let's get started on this video. I'm just going to go through this one little page here, and that's what the videos will be like, just a little introduction, and then there'll be a pop-up password just to make sure that you're paying attention, you know who I am, and that you can communicate with me. So for 1.1 Introduction to Statistics, so let's start with our definitions. First of all, data consists of information coming from observations, counts, measurements, or responses. Statistics is the science of collecting, organizing, analyzing, and interpreting data in order to make decisions. A population is collected of all outcomes, responses, measurements, or counts that are of interest. A sample is a subset of a population. So let's take a look at those examples that we had up here before. Classifying data set. First, we're going to determine whether the data set is a population or a sample. Remember, population is everything, sample is a subset. So number one, the ages of each member of the House of Representatives. This is each member of the House of Representatives. So in this case, it's talking about everybody in the House of Representatives, and that's the population. So number one is population. Let's take a look at number two, the height of every fourth person entering an amusement park. Since it's every fourth person, it's not every person or each person. Therefore, this is just a sample of the people entering the amusement park. So that's going to be a sample. Number three, a survey of 500 spectators from a stadium with 42,000 spectators. 42,000 would be the population, but here we just have a sample of 500. So as soon as you're doing the survey of just the 500, that's going to be, again, a sample. And one more of these, the annual salary for each lawyer at a law firm. And so in this case, again, like number one, it's a population. Now, it's not going to always be the word each to tell you it's a population, but in this case, since it's each lawyer at a law firm, that's every lawyer at that law firm. The population is the law firm lawyers, and in this case, it is the population because it's all of them. For these next two, we're going to identify the population and the samples from these examples. So number one, a survey of 1,000 adults in the United States found that 12% prefer to take their vacation during the winter months. So what is the population going to be? Who represents the population in this circumstance? The population in this problem is going to be adults in the United States. So that's our population. And the sample in this case is going to be the 1,000 adults. So the sample is just the 1,000 adults. And these 1,000 adults we're assuming are in the United States. Let's take a look at number two. A survey of 496 students at a college found that 10% plan on traveling out of the country during spring break. The population here is going to be what? What is all of them? In this case, the population is students at the college. So the population is all of the students at the college. The sample here is going to be just those 496 students. We don't know how many students are, but the total number of students is the population, but the survey was only the 496 students. That's the sample. So you can see the difference between the population, which represents all of them, in whatever category they're talking about. Here it's the United States, adults in the United States specifically. Here it is students at a college. And the sample is just that group that they're talking about.